chapter in my life has ended recently. As much as I'm excited to write the next chapters, I feel like I need time to mourn the fact that that one is over. People always tell you don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened, and you know, that is a brilliant sentiment and I love that quote, but at the same time, when something big comes to an end, I feel like you do just need a period of time to be sad. I think a lot of people in this world see crying and showing that you're sad or asking for help as a failure. They see it as a sign of weakness. And I think it's the opposite. Personally, I feel that asking for help shows a lot more bravery. It's easy just to keep quiet, but to voice that you're feeling weak and to voice that there are problems in your life and to say, will you help me? I think that's the harder thing to do, but I think that's the braver thing to do, and it helps you get better faster. And I've always been really bad at that. I used to be very secretive as a teenager. I never used to like asking for help. In fact, saying that, it wasn't just as a teenager, it's as a kid. There's like home videos of me trying to open birthday presents, and even though I couldn't get the sellotape off the wrapping, and my dad was like, here, let me help you, I'm like, no! I need to prove that I can do it on my own. I need to prove that I am capable of doing things for myself. And that's carried through my life, like up until now. It looks to other people like, oh, she's a really independent person who, you know, can do things for herself. When really I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm gonna pretend that I do know what I'm doing so that other people don't ask me, hey, do you need help with that? So that I have to go, yeah, I need help. I will just pretend I know what I'm doing until I actually figure it out. And if I don't figure it out, then it's my own fault and I will just deal with the consequences of that. And that's a crappy way to live your life, I've realised. It's harder to voice the fact that you're not okay. It's harder to say, actually, things really suck right now. But it's better. It's better to share that with someone rather than trying to cope with it on your own. And you know, it doesn't mean that you're weak or that you're a failure, it just means that you're not Wonder Woman. And as much as we'd all like to think of ourselves as some kind of superhero, sometimes we get sad and sometimes things get on top of us and sometimes things suck. And I've learned that about myself recently. Not that I ever thought that I was some kind of superhero, but the sudden realisation that I wasn't able to cope as well with that chapter in my life ending as well as I thought I could. I also needed to realise that that's okay. It's okay to feel like that, and it's okay to want your friends around you, and it's okay to say to them, hey, things suck right now, so can you come and see me please, so that I don't feel crappy anymore? If you ask for help from the right people, they'll be like, why didn't you ask us sooner? And it's nice. It's a good feeling. There wasn't a point to this when I started, but now I guess the point is that it's okay to feel sad, and it's okay to not be okay straight away when something crappy happens. And there are times when you kind of just need to be a little bit selfish. Like on a plane, you know how they say fit your own oxygen mask before you try and help anybody else? For the last few weeks, for the last few months, I've needed to fit my own oxygen mask before I've thought of anybody else, and it's taken me a long time to do that, but I'm there now and that chapter is closed. The good thing is that I've realised what's good for me and what's bad for me and what I need to get rid of and what I need to hold on to, but now I have to adjust to that. Now I have to deal with that, and I don't know how, so bear with me, I guess is what I'm saying. And as I've been wording it, I'm a little bit shaky on my internet legs. What I have realised is that it's okay not to be okay, in the words of Jessie J. Realise that, because the sooner you realise that, the better things get, so do it. Don't try and struggle with things on your own when they're just too heavy. It's no point. It's no point. So ask for help, because it's okay to ask for help. It doesn't make you a failure, it makes you a person. I hope you're all doing okay, and I love you all lots. I've announced it on Twitter, but I should probably say on here that I have been asked to stay on at Les Mis for another year. So I shall be playing Eponine until June 2015, however I will be taking out about a month over November and December this year as I'm going off to do the War of the Worlds tour.